Hello everybody, welcome to What Culture Gaming. I'm Scott, joined by Josh.
Hello, Scott.
Josh, my friend, what the hell's going on with Modern Warfare 3?
A lot. Activision have kind of made a ridiculous, but then kind of genius move with this game. There's a lot to get into. Obviously, if you don't know, it was the big Warzone reveal event for Modern Warfare 3 last night. We already knew it was coming, but we finally got confirmation of a lot of gameplay details, a lot of details about the campaign, zombies mode, the multiplayer, the maps that are going to be included in there, and there is so much to talk about because on the one hand, this is the most slapped together Call of Duty maybe there has ever been. Reports from early in the year suggested that this initially started as a premium DLC and wasn't going to be a proper numbered release. It was going to be DLC for Modern Warfare 2, then it was changed into a premium release, and Activision has kind of released it as Modern Warfare 3. But you can so tell this was supposed to be DLC, and I'll tell you why. For one, as has been confirmed, Scott Tilford, all of the weapons and skins that you bought in Modern Warfare 2 are going to carry over. That progression is going to continue. They confirmed last night that all 16 multiplayer maps for Modern Warfare 3 at launch are going to be remakes of all of the maps that were in the original Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009. So you are not getting any new maps from this game, which is a first for Call of Duty. Even the reimaginings of Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 had original maps, like they weren't mostly based on older ones. This, all you're getting is remade maps for one. So let's jump to that.
Is that because Modern Warfare 2, everything we've got so far on the Modern Warfare platform, all that's carrying over as well?
Yeah.
So it's like this weird thing where they could have just called it like the Modern Warfare Classic Pack or something. Yeah. But they're finding a way to monetize it and do the full price thing and call it Modern Warfare 3. In that regard, even though it is still a DLC pack, we're just calling it something else.
It's the thing I love the Modern Warfare 2 maps, right? But I can't get over that. Modern Warfare 3, the game we have now, its multiplayer is made up of maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. They couldn't even remaster the Modern Warfare 3 maps. There's something about that just blows my mind.
Seeing what they can get away with. Everyone is Rockstar now. Everyone's just like, hey, this thing that we did before, we'll just do it again. I know that they'll upscale the textures in this regard. You'll get something new and a bit shinier, but at the same time, the guts of it are the same thing that you played for 15 years ago.
And I can't, that's the one thing that I just can't get over. Like, this is going to be presumably a full price release. Activision haven't indicated otherwise. They refer to it as a premium game, and the fact that the entire multiplayer suite is going to be remade maps to me just stinks of the fact that this thing must have just been slapped together. They have confirmed that there will be 12 new original maps coming out for the game, but all of those are releasing post-launch. None of those are going to be in the game when it actually releases.
Hit the annual window somehow.
Yeah, to me it just kind of, like, again, it indicates that the production on the game Modern Warfare 3 almost won't begin until it's out, because everything else is kind of, remade and carried over, and I don't want to kind of like tell off Sledgehammer Games for this. It's almost certainly not their fault. I imagine this was an Activision decision, but every kind of part of this announcement kind of has that feeling of things being carried over, things being retooled. If you looked at the gameplay reveal trailer, which kind of gave you a brief look at a level kind of the heroes storming a prison, that is just the prison from Verdansk, which was the map from the original Modern Warfare's Warzone mode.
Right, okay.
And they have said that the campaign is going to be kind of like an open sandbox, where you can approach levels in different ways. In my theory, because we saw other Verdansk locations, retooled admittedly, but definitely locations from Verdansk in the trailer last night, is that the bulk of the campaign will take place in Verdansk because that's already open, and they can use that map as a way to kind of give you an open world for at least some of the missions. So they're using reused maps for the campaign, they're remaking maps for the multiplayer, and I kind of just think, like, how is this a full price sequel? It's just crazy to me in a way.
What was the thing? I don't know if this has been answered yet, but there was something doing the rounds across the week just saying that Modern Warfare 3 is the end of an era where it comes to Call of Duty in general. Has that been answered yet?
No.
Okay,
that's not been answered yet.
So that's the thing. I feel like this has kind of been done because we have all the wider machinations of the deal that's still kind of going through, all the Activision stuff, the ownership of Call of Duty, Xbox getting in there, different territories signing off on it at different times, etc. And this just needing to, be the box tick. This is just one of the last things that happens under the old framework, whether that framework be? Developer turnaround, levels of conversations that are happening with shareholders. What do we expect to see every year, etc. It just feels like they need to get something out the door to hit that date, regardless of how you do it. And it feels nakedly obvious, but I hope it's not that simple that they're just sitting around going like, well, if you match this with this and put this map back in, and we can get something over the line, and we'll actually make what would be Modern Warfare 3 in the following months.
Here's the reason why I called this tactic genius, Scott Tilford. I've seen no one really complain about it. If you go on the subreddit, and if you go onto Twitter and search for Modern Warfare 3, you'll see people championing the fact that those old remake levels are bangers and people want to see them, right? But the main reason I think it's genius is because the tweaks to gameplay that are being made with Modern Warfare 3 are kind of hitting pretty much everything that the hardcore fans want.
Right,
for instance, they're pretty much just rolling back a bunch of changes that Modern Warfare 2 made that were a little bit unpopular, including taking out slide cancelling, reworking the perk system to be the classic perk system. In Modern Warfare 2, if you don't know, you get a perk package like you always have, but you unlock them as a match goes on. They've confirmed that in Modern Warfare 3, you'll just have those perks as soon as you jump into a round. They are changing the way the minimap works, because Modern Warfare 2 changed the system whereby you no longer showed up on the map if you fired an unsuppressed gun. In classic games, you would need a suppressor to keep you off that minimap. They're going back to that system, and they're kind of just rolling back a lot of these things. Animation cancelling for reloads has also been rolled back. So it's kind of genius because they've gotten the fan community win by saying, look, we listened to you, we've implemented all of these changes, we're going to give you the gameplay system you want. And in my head, that's them going, please ignore the fact that we're reusing all of this stuff and we're only remaking maps.
This is the Sonic approach.
Crazy, man.
That whole conspiracy theory that the original sort of rat-faced Sonic was intentional because then everyone would complain, and then they get the whole we listened style response because then you make the actual one. It's not that far off that. It's the price tag for me. It's the fact that like you said, we haven't got the confirmed price for it yet. But I doubt it's going to be £10.
No.
I think it's going to be something way more premium than that.
And that's really annoying to me because on the surface, like I said, the changes they're making, good. The maps that they're remaking, I love those maps, I like the weapons that they're bringing into this. I like going back to Verdansk. I love Verdansk so much. If this was just a premium DLC, I'd probably be on this couch being like, they've nailed it. They've hit it out the park.
They listened to me.
But as a full sequel, that's just the thing I can't get over. To call it Modern Warfare 3 and to have the content be as slapped together as this and as slapdash as this without really a coherent vision, it might as well be called a remake of Modern Warfare 2 because that's what it feels like more. You've also got weapons that are from Modern Warfare 2 as well. It just it boggles the mind, and I'll probably get it and I'll probably enjoy it, but I think when we look back in 10 years time at this being a sequel, we'll think, what the hell was going on in 2023?
This one specifically reminds me of what happened with Resident Evil 3, where it was just so it felt, I think it did originally start as a DLC. I know the original Resident Evil 3 did kind of start as ostensibly an add-on to 2 and became its own thing, and then they made it its own separate release, and they sort of tried to mimic that with the remakes. Kind of the same thing here, where you could have, like we said, you could have made it as a DLC or something, but at the same time, it's a weird trajectory for the new Modern Warfare trilogy, because 2019's was solid. I've long said that's my favorite one. I didn't love Modern Warfare 2 that much, but it feels like 3's path back to success is to just go back over on itself to where they landed in 2019. But that in itself, the conversation when it was, leading up to launch, was that it was too soon to the last time we just left Modern Warfare 3 at the time, which I think is 2011 or whatever it was.
Yes, it will
Something like that, 2011, 2012. But now they've rolled them out so fast that they've run out of road so fast.
Yeah.
And it's all just been kind of slapped together Gromit style just to hit that final goal. That, like you said, once you start analyzing the pieces, really points to a very slapdash approach that'll surely make all the money. But at the same time, is it actually worth that much money?
That's it. That's what I'm going to wait to see. I'm really intrigued to see more about the story mode, to see if it is those areas from Verdansk, and it makes me wonder about the Battle Royale as well, because we know there's going to be a new Battle Royale map. It's currently Al Mazrah, but from the reworks to the Verdansk areas that I saw in the trailer last night, it makes me wonder, is that also just going to be a reworked version of Verdansk? Is that even going to be new, or is it going to be another kind of remake or reimagining of something we've already had? I just have a lot of questions for this release, and I'm sure it's going to play well. Like, I'm loving Modern Warfare 2 right now. I'm back in the multiplayer, I'm back into Warzone 2, I'm having a lot of fun, which is why I'm so integrated into this bloody announcement, because I want it to be good. I want Sledgehammer to release a worthy follow-up. And like I keep reiterating, I suppose, if it was DLC, I'd be over the moon, but I question it fully as a full sequel, like you said, because when do they run out of road? How does it impact Modern Warfare 4? And how can we have a Modern Warfare 3 that is teasing the no Russian level from Modern Warfare 2 in 2023? Like, are we just going to live in this cycle forever? That's what I wonder.
That's kind of like the wider conversation on Call of Duty as a brand, is like, is the absolute apex of what people want from Call of Duty the Modern Warfare era, and then they went away from it. They tried boots on the ground, old school military, World War type stuff, and they came back around to Modern Warfare, but they still have the monetary needs to do an annual release and everything. And over time, we've just come back around to just saving you the thing that you always loved in 2009 anyway. I think it's a hell of a place for it all to be in.
It absolutely is. And I just sort of, as a final thing, I guess I just question the identity of Call of Duty, because say what you will about Modern Warfare 2, it had an identity. It did things different. It changed the progression of the guns in multiplayer. It changed how perks work. It changed some of the core gameplay tenets. And it's totally fine to criticize that. I don't like every change, but it was its own thing. When I look at Modern Warfare 3, I see a multiplayer comprised of remade maps from a previous game. I see zombies for the first time in Modern Warfare history. That's like, that in itself feels like it's just grabbing stuff from the Treyarch series. Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got a campaign that is supposedly more open world, and I can just see Mr. Activision going, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that, and then we'll call it Modern Warfare 3. And that's kind of what I have an over-exaggerated problem about right now.
I think as well, like I said, there's that sort of rumor doing the rounds, that conversation doing the rounds, that this is the last installment in a certain era of Call of Duty, and we'll just see what that is going forward. Assumedly, once the Xbox deal goes through, and this is me just assuming this, it'll be just Call of Duty on Game Pass. You'll just have a version of Call of Duty that you can get onto. And we talked about this on the podcast. Go subscribe to the What Culture Gaming Podcast. Because the idea of a Call of Duty launcher that then lets you, dive into all these different campaigns or multiplayer suites or level packs or whatever, maybe is the way that they go. And to get there, you still need to tie off this other Modern Warfare stuff that you've done. However, it is that thing, if you mention identity and individual installments being worthwhile, the original Modern Warfares as they rolled out were all so individual. Like they all had, mostly because of the campaigns and the locations and stuff, but still, it's something that the new ones just don't have. Modern Warfare 2 was a bit more divisive, and then 3, if it's just a deluxe DLC pack, there's no way that lands in the same way as the previous installments.
I worry that it might do, I worry that it might, because it is trading on that sort of nostalgia, and I've seen a lot of people, that's why I'm kind of like baffled, because I almost feel like I'm living in opposite land today, because I thought everyone was going to be outraged by this, and like I said, I went online and people are saying like, it's going to be the best Call of Duty ever. Suddenly, Sledgehammer, who people were slating when Call of Duty Vanguard came out, are now like the heroes of the franchise. It is the COD cycle. I love getting wound up about it. I am being a little bit hyperbolic, but it is putting it in an interesting position where, to its credit, even if you don't love the reboots of Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, I like that at least they initially didn't trade on that nostalgia. Like the original Modern Warfare could have just instantly brought in all of the characters you're familiar with, reworked all of those iconic maps, and called it a day. It didn't, but this is kind of what this is doing.
That was why they ended the 2019 campaign where they teased the wider squad, and it was like, oh, you're doing the thing. You're doing the potential safe bet. But yeah, we'll put a little video here about Call of Duty or Activision or something relating to the news topic at hand, but let us know what you think down in the comments below of everything we've just talked about. For now, I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com.
I've been Josh from WhatCulture.com.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.